Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joffrey Noodle Legs with a Noodle film review. If you remember, I did a video last week or whatever about pickups I got from CEX in Halifax, and I picked up this film, and I told you I will review it, and I will watch it and review it because I do remember seeing it once years ago, but I can't remember the story too much. So I've watched it. Here's my review. First of all, the product itself, it's an Arrow product, so it's got restored into a sort of 2K print, which looks really cool, by the way. This version has a booklet with it with stories from the actual film and lots of pictures. It comes with two DVDs, so it's got a DVD version of the film, a DVD of special features, and a Blu-ray disc. So it's a 3-disc set. Baron Blood. This is directed by Mario Bava, one of the Italian sort of like famous directors, like all the other ones, Fucci and Argento. He's from that sort of era, it's the 1970s sort of director of horror films and giallo films. This is one of his. He made The Bay of Blood. He made Black Sunday, amongst others. Um, this one is gone back to more of a sort of gothic-y sort of style of storytelling, like Black Sunday, and this is sort of based. It's based in the 19. I think it's based in the 1970s. About a young lad who goes to Austria to visit family and find out the history of a castle that the Baron once lived, because he is related to the Baron. The Baron was his great grandfather, I believe. So he wants to find out more about him. Anyway, he goes to the castle, meets his uncle, he explores, he meets a young girl there. This young girl there. I'll tell you about her a bit later. And he's also got with him a document which was written by a witch. And it's like an incantation to bring the Baron back from the dead. He was quite an evil Baron. He was tortured loads and thousands and hundreds of people. I don't know how many. It's not really told or explained. But he tortured lots of people and killed them in merciless ways. Anyway, so him and the young lad and the girl go to the castle one night, and they do the incantation, which brings him back. Okay, so he now comes back and he's stalking the castle again. So that's the storyline, and he's making a few killings, not too many to be honest. There's not that many killings in it, and now they're trying to undo what they've done. So it's that sort of story. It's filmed really well. I really like the cinematography in it, and I think that this version has been remastered really nicely, and it looks really cool. It's got quite a few really good things in this film, and there's a few negative things in the film. So the positives of this film, it looks really great. For its age, it looks really cool. The storyline, I think, is an excellent storyline, and it's really cool. And there is some really sort of dark, classic sort of horror moments. It's got that. It almost feels like Italy's version of a Hammer film. That's the only way I can describe it. It's got that sort of classic sort of Hammer feel to the film, which is really cool, and it works really well. And the two main characters pull that off to an extent. She's a bit annoying. There we go. But it works really well, and I actually really enjoyed the film and the story. It kept me gripped. So it kept me wanting to know what's going to happen. They are the real positives. The negatives, she overacts a lot, and she screams at no need to scream at things. I find her quite annoying in the film, just because of her acting skills are quite bad. The acting's not brilliant in the film, but it's okay. But she was particularly bad. Other negatives was the kills. They weren't gory enough. If they made the kills gorier and showed more kills and did more kills, then this would be a lot better. I think it just lacks that sort of part of the film. And horror fans, they're going for the scares, they're going for the atmosphere, but they want to see the gore, they want to see the kills, you know. And a lot of the kills are just strangulations and things like that, where you're not seeing nothing, or it goes away from the kill and you don't see it. That's the only negatives about the film. The poor acting bits, uh, not seeing the kills and not enough kills. So they're the negatives. But all the rest is fantastic. I'm going to put this down as a great watch and give this a 7 out of 10. I do recommend, if you are into your sort of Hammer films, watch this. More so if you're into your Italian films. This has definitely got more of a Hammer feel to it than it does like a an Italian sort of horror giallo film. It's definitely feels more like a Hammer film, which is strange, but I quite like that. And I think that's what gave me the real attachment to it and wanted to watch what happened to the end. And the ending, I'm not going to give it away. There is a twist in the tale, which was good, but again, it could have been executed better. So it's a great watch, 7 out of 10. If you've got an Arrow collection, pick it up. It's definitely worth having in your collection. If you like old school horror, pick it up, watch it. I mean, I picked this up from CEX for about £6. If you see it in your CEX for £6, pick it up, because you'll enjoy it. It's probably not a film you'd watch loads and loads and loads. I'll probably revisit this maybe once or twice more. The only other thing that's kind of strange with this film was the soundtrack. The soundtrack would have, it just didn't suit the film. It was kind of like a elevator music, if you like, and it's sort of like a film that would have been more suited to a 1960s sort of Peter Sellers Pink Panther sort of film rather than this. The music didn't sort of fit in with the sort of film, but that happens a lot with Italian films, I think. The music is kind of strange, but it didn't take away from the film. Really good film, definitely worth a watch. And that's Baron Blood. I'm really glad I picked that up, to be honest. I was always in two minds about it, because I remember the story vaguely when I saw it years ago. Like I told you, it's sort of witchcrafty. Oh, there is a witch in there, and the witch in there is really cool. She comes quite late in the story, but the segment with the witch is probably the best segment in the film. Really, really cool. But yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I wouldn't say it was a must watch, but it's a great watch. So if you watch it, you probably think, oh, that was okay film. That was quite good. It wasn't a waste of my time. Yeah, so I think you'd enjoy it. Anyway, guys, till next time, look after yourselves, and I really hope I see you all soon.